Hey there everybody, it's Jason the Total Drama Fan, and I have a very exciting DVD unboxing and review for you guys. Yes, I know I said that my next DVD review would be for Garfield and Friends Volume 1, but I decided to hold that review off for a little bit because this DVD came as a surprise birthday gift from my mom, who, as you can tell by looking at this packaging that it came in, bought it from Amazon. And so I wanted to do a video on it. So, we're going to be taking a look at The Simpsons, the complete 18th season. The Simpsons. Such a classic animated series, and as of this year, it's now officially the longest running primetime American series of all time. Of course, we all know the criticisms that the show isn't as good as it used to be. But I still feel like the later seasons still had some pretty fun episodes, and this season is no exception to that rule. Man, it took quite some time for this DVD set to come out. You see, from 2001 up until 2014, Fox released seasons 1 through 17 of The Simpsons on DVD. But then, in 2014, shortly after Season 17's DVD came out, Fox announced that they wouldn't be releasing any more season sets for The Simpsons, and that they were going to be moving exclusively to digital distribution for the show. They launched an app called Simpsons World, and they added audio commentaries for every episode from Season 18, which is this season here, shortly after. However, fans demanded that Fox begin releasing more season sets for the show. And in 2017, Fox finally gave in to their demands, and thus we got this DVD set. So yeah, it's been 2 years since this DVD set originally came out, but it took a while for me to get it because it was pretty expensive when it first came out. If I remember correctly, it was $35 or $40 when it first came out. And I saw it at Walmart and Target, but I just felt like I didn't have the money to afford it, since a lot of the Simpsons season sets, the other seasons, can be found at Walmart, Target, and other stores for discounted prices nowadays, usually ranging around the $10 to $15 range. So yeah, that's the reason why it took a while for me to get this. But I still wanted to get it anyway because I wanted to support Fox releasing more season sets for this show. At least filling in a gap that they created for these season sets. You see, discontinuing the season sets at Season 17 wouldn't have been as big of a deal if it wasn't for one fact. You see, for the show's 20th anniversary in 2009, Fox released Season 20 on DVD and Blu-ray, and by that point, only the first 12 seasons of the show have been released on DVD. So Fox was filling in the gap by releasing the seasons in between, but right now, we currently have one more season to go before Fox can finally fill in the gap between Season 17 and Season 20 that they created as a result of them originally announcing that they wouldn't be releasing any more season sets after Season 17. So hopefully we'll get that season set, and like I said, I really hope that they do complete the gap. I'm honestly perfectly fine if Fox stops releasing the season sets after they finish releasing the first 20 seasons on physical media, because, the later seasons of The Simpsons, as I mentioned earlier, aren't as good. I still feel like the show was pretty fun for the most part, with the exception of a couple notoriously bad episodes, like You, Lisa Goes Gaga, but, I don't think it's worth buying more season sets of, right at this point. But it seems like the possibility of Season 19 getting released on DVD is in jeopardy because of the fact that Disney now owns 20th Century Fox, and they announced that all 30 seasons of The Simpsons are going to be available on Disney Plus on launch day. And I think, on the positive note, that does mean I can watch all the episodes together on a streaming service, as well as all the other really great Disney content that they're going to put on there. But on the negative side, it puts the possibility of the season sets for The Simpsons, like us getting more of them, in jeopardy, like I mentioned earlier. So, please support The Simpsons getting more season releases by buying this DVD set, as well as the other seasons if you haven't done so already, like the other seasons that they've already released on physical media. So, now that the introduction is out of the way, let's get the actual review started by taking a look at the package. So on the top, we see the Simpsons logo, and it says the 18th season. Then we see a picture of Fat Tony plastered across the front cover, and you can see he's smoking a cigar. And on the bottom left corner, we see Matt Groening's signature. And then on the top, it says The Simpsons in the 18th season. And the same thing is on the left and right sides of the box, as well as the 20th Century Fox logo and a DVD icon. And it's a little bit inconsistent with the other season sets of The Simpsons in terms of their design, because I do have some of the other season sets for The Simpsons on DVD, yes, including the original printing of Season 3 with Stark Raving Dad on it. And you can see that the sides of each package have characters from the show on the top and bottom of the Simpsons logo, and the lettering showing you what season this DVD set is from. So, unfortunately, we don't have that on here, so it's a little bit inconsistent with the other season sets in terms of design, but it's not something I'm going to lose sleep over, so moving on. At the bottom, we have some legal information. Nothing too special here. Here is the back. So it has a picture of Fat Tony and his gang driving a car, and the license plate says, "We are back," referencing the fact that this is the first season set to come out in 3 years, if I remember correctly. Let's see here, 2014, 15, 16, 17, yeah, approximately 3 years. And over here, we see a listing of all the episodes that are included on this set. They are The Mook, the Chef, The Wife and Her Homer, Jazzy and the Pussycats, Please Homer, Don't Hammer 'Em, Treehouse of Horror 17, G.I. Doe, Mona Lisa, Ice Cream of Margie with the light blue hair, The Ha Ha'd Couple, Kill Gill, Volumes 1 and 2, The Wife Aquatic, Revenge is a Dish Best Served 3 Times, Little Big Girl, Springfield Up, Yokel Chords, my favorite episode from the season, Romeo and Juliet, Homerazzi, Marge Gamer, The Boy's a Bummer, my least favorite episode of the season, Crook and Ladder, Stop or My Dog Will Shoot, 24 Minutes, and You Can't Always Say What You Want. Then we see a listing of the special features. Then at the bottom, we see the 20th Century Fox and Gracie Films logos and some legal information. You can pause here if you want to read all of this information here. So now that's out of the way, let's open this baby up and see what's inside. Alrighty, it's pretty nice looking artwork on the packaging. But unfortunately, but not surprisingly, we have the style of packaging I was expecting for this DVD release. The packaging for the season release is starting with season 11, where each disc is inside a cardboard sleeve. The artwork on the sleeves are pretty nice looking, but because you have to pull the disc out like this, the disc can get scratched more easily, so I find this to be very frustrating packaging design. But you know, it is what it is. So here is disc 1. Disc 2. Disc 3. And finally, disc 4. Additionally, we also have a booklet. Here, let me try. I have to pull it out. Here, let me pause the camera so I can get it. So this is the booklet. It's designed to look like one of those old pulp magazines with all the artwork on it, and it's true crime. So there's an introduction from the show's creator, Matt Groening, that talks about how it took so long for this DVD to come out. And then some descriptions for each individual episode, as well as the original air date. And some more nice looking artwork on the back. As for the review, I would honestly give this set a 4 out of 5. Like I said, this season of The Simpsons isn't the best, but it's still pretty fun. Like I mentioned before, there are a couple of stinker episodes in this season, including, like I mentioned earlier, Boy's a Bummer, but there are still a lot of really fun episodes on here. So the picture quality is pretty good, since this is one of the episodes from the later seasons, and the episodes that are on here originally aired in 2006 and 2007. So of course they are digitally inked and painted, and they have digital transfers on this DVD, and they look pretty good. So, yeah. And we also have the usual round of really cool special features that are on this DVD set, including a video introduction from Matt Groening where he talks about how it took so long for this DVD set to come out, because apparently a written introduction about it wasn't enough, and audio commentaries on every single episode, which, like I mentioned earlier, were previously posted on the Simpsons World app, which is ending soon because of Disney Plus and the fact that it's going to have every episode of The Simpsons on there, basically rendering Simpsons World useless, as well as FX Now. But, you know, it's nice to have them on this DVD set too, to continue the tradition of having audio commentaries on every episode. There is also a bonus episode from season 26 featuring Fat Tony, the tie-in with this DVD set, as well as a conversation with Fat Tony's voice actor, Joe Mantegna. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but, you know, sorry about that, Joe. Anyway, so yeah, not the best season, but still pretty good, and as usual, really awesome special features. So, if you are a fan of this season, even just a casual one like me, or you're a diehard Simpsons fan, you want to have everything on physical media, I definitely recommend picking this up. Also, if you want Fox to release more season sets of The Simpsons on DVD, please support this set by buying it, of course, and also buy all the other season sets that Fox released for The Simpsons if you haven't gotten them already. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to comment on the video. Let me know what your favorite episode from this season is. Like I said, my favorite is Yokel Chords. And that's pretty much it. I'm Jason the Total Drama Fan, and I am signing off.